Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the beefiest chunk of them all? Heh heh, that's right, it's me. Hi everybody, I am going insane, slowly but surely. But anyway, do you know what I really like about this series? The fact that underperforming weapons, or underused weapons, or relatively weak weapons get requested just as much, if not more, than the really strong meta weapons. And today we have one of those weapons, one of those underperforming, weird, or rather unique weapons. Weapon that's not used as much as the others. The Panthera Prime. This is a primary Sawblade launcher that has two different fire modes. It has a fully automatic mode which fires explosive Sawblades, and a secondary mode which hovers the Sawblade in front of you and allows you to effectively use this like a chainsaw. The fully automatic primary mode does primarily slash damage with an 18% crit chance, 2 times crit multiplier, and a 30% status chance, with the Sawblades exploding for 20 slash damage in a 1.6 meter radius. And the secondary chainsaw mode does 100 slash damage per damage take with a 26% crit chance, a 2 times crit multiplier, and a 38% status chance. So let's give the Panthera Prime a shot, shall we? This is gonna be interesting. I'm not entirely sure how I want to build this. I'm not even sure if I want to build for the primary or secondary mode. I would love to make the secondary mode work though. Let's get an adapter in there. Merciless, I guess, to begin with. We could go with Deadhead, if we want to go for headshots. Let's get Galvanized Chamber for some multi-shot, Aptitude for Gundy Overload and Status. I'm not sure about this. I kind of don't want to go for headshots with this. Let's try it. Let's not forget about some saucy crit damage. There we go. The secondary does have higher crit chance, right? Yeah. So maybe it'll be worth it with Galvanized Scope. I'm still not sure about it though. Elementalist? Ooh, probably. Sure, let's put that on there because we're gonna be doing slash damage over time, right? And I kinda wanna try gas and electricity actually. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Malignant Force, hold on. What we should do actually is move the dash over here. Then, gas. We can run thermite rounds in here and top it off with Stormbringer right there. Lovely. I've actually had a few complaints about running Arcane Avenger, so for now, we're gonna remove it and maybe add it later. Let's bump it down to 100. I don't have high hopes for this. Oh god, that's so bad. Ooh, yikes. Yikes. Even with Merciless, actually, it's starting to pick up a little bit. It's very awkward to aim down sights and hold the secondary fire button. Maybe if you rebind it to something else, but ugh. What about... Dude, that's so much better. Okay, maybe we're gonna do primary fire instead. I'm gonna try a status build, so let's get rid of the crit stuff, and also gas, because we were maxing out gas very fast. We're gonna keep electricity, but maybe try blast or something like that. There we go, some blastage. The fire rate on the primary fire is a bit low, so I guess we can run speed trigger. I don't think we can afford to run Firestorm, and I also don't think it's gonna help that much. Plus, the damage on the explosion is quite low. I mean, we can try it with normal Firestorm, there it is. And if the damage seems fine, then we can maybe invest into primed. What's the range? 1.98. This ain't it, Chief. I am not feeling this at all. I am not feeling this one little bit. Let's put a D right here for aptitude, which then allows us to run Serration, because the ramp up on this is atrocious. Nope, still bad. Ay. Okay, enough with the shenanigans. Let's just go with Viral, which makes the most sense. We're gonna remove electricity because it doesn't seem to be doing an awful lot. And we're instead gonna go with Heat. There we go, Hellfire. Now that is much better. Now we're cooking. This is actually killing stuff and it doesn't feel absolutely atrocious. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, my dudes and dudettes. Now what if... Yeah, we take out Hellfire and Serration, put in crit delay, and... Where is it? Ah, there. Vital Sense. What about crit? That seems pretty good. The ramp up is worse because we don't have Serration, so we need to wait for a few kills, but... The extra crit multiplier on the slash procs is very fantastic indeed. Let's add Herald for some extra priming. Alright, that fixes the ramp up pretty much. You still need to get a kill, but the extra vital damage and all that? Oh yeah, and once you're ramped up, oh yeah, now that's more like it. That is more like it. I feel like it would be an absolute crime to not run Avenger with this because it rounds out the crit so well. We go from, what is it, 54 with crit delay to 99. Like, come on. Let us see what it do. Yeah, the extra crit from Avenger is absolutely terrific here. This feels so much nicer than before. Now, if you don't have Avenger, you can just use my Sevagoth build, which is actually better than Avenger, or you can run an Adarza Kavat and sometimes have the crit, sometimes not. Like, if you run it with Tech Enhance, the uptime is like 13 seconds, and then you have 7-second downtime, which isn't the worst thing in the world. The AoE doesn't do a ton, but you can definitely notice it. Like, it's not like you're running an explosive weapon, you just get a bit of splash damage. One thing that is nice about the explosion though is the status spread, because while it might not do a tremendous amount of damage, it is still proccing status. The Necron damage is worse than I thought it was gonna be. It's a bit sad. Yeah, that was not great. So yeah, bring a good sidearm. Time to bully the shield boys, but this time we do it in a different environment, so it doesn't get old for them. This is actually quite good. Now, to be fair, these are the shield boys, and shield boys are rather underwhelming nowadays, but it still feels nice. The damage is... it's not bad. It's not tremendous. I guess the kids would call it very mid, but yeah, like if you want to use this, you absolutely can. What about the sentience? Ooh, that is far better than expected. Wowee. Yeah, that's... that is surprisingly good. Hello, Violence. How do you do? Huh? What? Okay. What was that? I mean, it killed Harold as well. And Harold has like 10k HP and like a ludicrous amount of armor. So, here's the final build for the Panthera Prime, and while it's mostly focused on the primary fire, it works on the secondary fire as well. We're running Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot, Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force for vital damage and status chance, Rifle Elementalist to boost our slash damage over time, then we run Crit Delay and Vital Sense for crit chance and damage, Speed Trigger for a ton of fire rate, and we top it off with Galvanized Aptitude for status chance and Condition Overload. Now, if you want to make the weapon feel better, you can run Terminal Velocity in the Exilus to make the Sawblades a little bit faster, especially if you go for a headshot variant of this, where instead of Primary Merciless, which was my arcane of choice, you run Deadhead, and instead of Crit Delay, you run Galvanized Scope. This would give you more damage, but you will have to aim down sights and you will have to go for headshots, and I didn't want to do either of those things. Now, one thing I really want to stress here is that we helped the weapon quite a bit. We're running Arcane Avenger to round out our crit, so with Crit Delay, instead of having a 54% crit chance, we're actually at 99. But this can be achieved in multiple different ways. You can use my Sevagoth build, which is actually stronger than Arcane Avenger, you just need to cast an ability every now and then, or you can run an Adarza Kavat with Cat's Eye. And we're also running a Priming Pet who helps us stack Vital, but also adds a bunch of different status effects for Condition Overload. This one took a bit of finagling, but I think in the end we ended up with a pretty solid setup. It does need a little bit of outside help. Yes, we're running an Avenger and a Priming Pet, but I mean, if you think the weapon is cool and you have fun with it, you might as well invest into it outside of the weapon build to make it work so that you can have more fun. Because that's what really matters at the end of the day. Are you having fun? If yes, then good. Nothing else matters. Now, while I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to everyone, if you think the weapon is cool, I would recommend you give it a shot, because with a little bit of investment, you can absolutely make this work, even in Steel Path. And as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.